search that fine for you. I do that 3-4 times again, I testify for you. I told I like you, that bitch, I do it all, and I'm around, you scared to do it. I'm not, as long as you joking now in for me, I ain't got it. Mobbing, scheming, looting, I ain't your body, as long as you drink.
What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Stormiana, and I am back with another lit video. Before we get started in today's video, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, turn on post notifications, and don't forget to follow your girl on all of her social medias listed in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for 400 subscribers. Okay, so this giveaway, I don't know. Okay, point blank period, I don't know. However, I do know that I want the deadline to be the 1st of November because I still need time to figure out what's it going to be based off of gender and all of that stuff. So, like, I don't know. However, thank you guys so much for 400 subscribers. We are 100 subscribers away from 500. Obviously, that's going to be the next giveaway. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me, tuning in, commenting, giving your feedback, good, bad, or indifferent. I really do appreciate you guys. As you can see, I'm in my bonnet. Yes, I am, because it's actually late right now, and I actually do need to be getting to sleep so that I still actually have homework to do. But, you know, life, gotta go to sleep, gotta get up early, go to work, you know, that type of stuff. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for 400 subscribers, and I want you to keep watching these next couple of videos because I'm going to be getting into more of what the giveaway is going to be. I actually think I'm going to do a box full of random gift cards. That's what I'm really like pushing towards. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, let's get into the story. So this story time is, as you can tell by the title of today's video, this story time is about my wife. Now, I don't want to confuse you guys by saying my ex because we are still legally married, but however, I do consider her my ex, even though that is obviously not the case. So she randomly texted me on Instagram. Now, I'm obviously going to show you all the screenshots per usual because I'm not gonna lie about it. Let me give you a little background on my response. So this particular day, I was at work having a awful day. I mean, I'm ready to fight bitches. I'm gonna throw chicken at bitches. I'm throwing ice at bitches. I'm literally getting into it at work with people. I'm arguing. Like, I got stuff going on at home. I'm having a very, very, very shitty day. Now, I seen the message. I responded late. And you'll also clearly see my response. I responded late because I'm like, okay. I kept typing, kept erasing it, kept typing it, kept erasing it. Because I wasn't really even sure what to say. Part of me was like, you know, like, okay, she reached out. And it was just like, again, I just feel like, I feel like she always tries to do some slick shit close to my kid's birthday. So I felt offended by that because the last time I feel like she tried to reach out was Journey's 2nd birthday. And that's, if you go back and watch one of my other videos about her, this is when she sent me a friend request on Twitter that she's never on. And she said somebody else did it. Whatever. So, and that was literally like a couple days before Journey's birthday. Now, here it is, a couple days before Mila's birthday. I feel like you trying to pick with me, and I just never want to be picked with because I get active for real. So, I'm sitting here like, you need to calm down because I'm literally to the point where like, I'm ready to just say fuck everything. Like, I'm ready to say fuck the job. Like, I'm so irritated, and it's not the job itself. It's clearly the people in there that I'm having an issue with over some weird shit. Bitches just being weird, trying to be a bully, and I'm not having it. So I'm sitting there like bugging up on hoes all day just for me to get on my break, get in my car and look at this bitch. So I'm sitting here like, this girl wouldn't even be able to properly read divorce papers. Like, why are you asking me? Why would you not contact the lawyer? That was my first thought. Like, I know she's not the sharp as anything in any drawer. But I'm just like, damn, would that not be common sense? Like, you could just be signing anything. Like, what? You don't even know. Did you even think to be like, hey, like, what is it that you want? Contestant, non-contestant, like, nothing. You didn't, like, that was just, I'm just sitting here, like, reading it, like, I could have asked for spousal support, child support, all of that. And, like, your dumb ass would have just signed it. So, clearly, as you see in my response, I'm sitting here, like, it definitely didn't come out the way I wanted it to. Again, I was not mad at what she said. Specifically, I was more mad that she actually did text me around that time. It was just like, I really wish it could have been after Mila's birthday. Like, that was also stressing me out. Like, my baby's birthday shirt is arriving late. She wanted to wear the birthday shirt at the fair when we went. We couldn't do that, so we wore the tutu clearly instead. And, well, that was another time when she went to school, but that was also stressing me out because I'm like, I want to give my baby a good birthday. Like, it was just so much stuff going on. Like, I'm getting in trouble at work, like, for throwing chicken and arguing with bitches. Like, all this shit is happening. I'm like, damn, like, this no good beluga whale face ass bitch just couldn't wait a day or two after my baby birthday to come bother me with this shit. Like, baby, it's been, what, 2 years now? Like, what? Are you kidding me? Like, what's going on? Then what made it even worse was the lack of intelligence and the lack of knowledge in these messages. Okay? In the United States, when you are getting divorced, you have to divorce the person in the state that they live in. I don't know how many times I have to stress this to people. Okay? Me trying, if it would be no way I could file, I could sue her for a divorce, because that's what it's called. Okay? When someone files a divorce against you, they're suing you for a divorce. Okay? I could not sue her for a divorce in Pennsylvania if she is no longer a resident in Pennsylvania. That also is why my response is as rude and ignorant as was. I told her to go contact a lawyer, specifically because I don't want the narrative pushed that I tricked her into this and that, simply because she's too stupid to actually read. And even though that's not my problem, I just don't want that over my head. Because as you can see in the messages, I don't want any child support. I don't want any spouse support. I don't want any alimony. I just want sole custody of my children and a clean split. That is it. Okay, I don't want her trying to come after my shit. I don't want nothing from her except for her to sign her rights away from my children, and for her also to willingly remove herself from their birth certificate. That's it. But at the end of the day, when I kept reading it, like, how dumb could you be? Did you even try to use Google? Like, and I'm just sitting here like, I literally just got out of a meeting with my supervisor, getting in trouble. And like, we're gonna get your write-up. Okay, so I'm sitting here fuming about that. I'm just sitting here. Then I look at the phone. I'm like, how much more stupid shit can people have going on in one day? Like, this is just ridiculous. I felt much better when I reached out back with my second message, which she has yet to respond to, by the way. So there's a few things I'm willing to try at the moment. Somebody told me that I could put her on child support and weed her out. Not the fact that I want the child support. However, I will learn then of her actual whereabouts, at least the state that she's in, to potentially file for a divorce. It's not that I don't want to. It's not that I'm trying to delay this process. It's not because I'm hoping a better outcome will come out of anything. My wife is very greedy, out for herself, has nothing and has never gotten anything out on her own in the time that we've been together. And I've been with her since I was 17. Therefore, my biggest fear, and I'm going to tell you guys this from the bottom of my heart, my biggest fear is that because she sees me probably on social media doing so big, because she's not blocked on any of my social medias, and my social medias are public and they are growing very fastly. My biggest fear is that she finds some type of greed in her heart to where she tries to fight me for my kids or my money. Mainly my kids, okay? My biggest fear is that to try to prove a point or for her to try to hurt me, she'll try to fight for custody of my kids, knowing damn well she doesn't want them. And I feel like I've said this before in a video, but I really want you guys to understand me when I say this and when I say I'm going to kill her. Okay, I really want you to understand it. And here is why I say that. As a mother, there's never been a time that I've neglected my kids. There's never been a time I've never been around them, except for the time that I was in jail, and then after that, getting my life back together for 3 months to bring them back home. She completely abandoned them. Stop answering calls. Stop calling. Stop texting. Stop doing all that shit. No matter what I go through with anybody in this world, I don't ever put children in the middle of shit like that. And people like that scare me because I feel like you would hurt my child, which I feel like she did. She already did neglect them. No clean clothes. Wasn't brushing their teeth. There's marks on them. We just went to Mila's 5th birthday appointment. That bald spot that's in her hair that I've been trying everything, I have spent at least a couple $1,000s on things to try to grow that bald spot back. It might not ever grow back. If you can do that to a child, there's no telling what you can do to a child. And for a woman to do that, regardless of biologics, that just doesn't set well with me. And there's no way in earth, hell, I would ever care if a judge tell me they gotta have visitation, because I'm gonna just take her out. And I'm gonna just end it right there. And then they'll go with my mom. And honestly, you know what, guys? I'm okay with that. I'm okay to throw my life away if it means keeping my children away from somebody like that. Because you already neglected them, and I feel like she probably was abusing them because she has a temper. She doesn't have patience for anybody, especially not children. I couldn't see it happening. And you know, I've told myself this countless of times to where I'm okay to let that happen. I'm okay to do that, specifically because I'm going to protect my kids at all costs. There is no way on earth and hell, I don't give a damn what a judge or what a lawyer say. There's no way in hell I'm ever going to, in my life, let my children be with her for any reason, for a second. It will not happen. And if the best way to make sure that happens is to unalive that girl, I'll do so. Proudly. I lay down my life for my kids. I give them the clothes off my back. I don't play with mine. You guys don't understand how many times I've had to pray when I brought them home and I seen them in the condition that they were in. The prayers and the tears I shed driving up to Philadelphia, hoping that I did not see her, praying that she did not come see them for the last time, because I knew, I've been telling everybody this the moment I got out of jail. I said, when I go get my kids back, she's going to exit out of their lives. And what happened? She did. Now, when I said that, I also knew in the back of my mind that they were not going to be in a condition that I would ever have them in. Okay? Because regardless of what else is going on in my life, you can never tell that my kids are struggling or missing something out of their lives. Okay? Clean clothes, new shoes, all of that, fed, all of that, clean. I do not play with my children. And because I don't play with any children, but damn sure not mine. And because she did, that still bothers me. I have not seen her physically since I went to go see Journey for her first birthday. Journey will be 3 in May. That right there does just not sit well with me. And I pray a lot of times to calm the anger in my heart from that just alone. So you can imagine how angry I could feel thinking that she might get visitation rights with my kids during this divorce, just out of spite to hurt me. And in return, it's going to backfire because I'm not going to let this slide a second time for no reason. You done already mistreated and neglected her. And I have proof of it. And I don't give a damn if it goes to say that, oh, I didn't have a home, we didn't have this. I don't give a damn because I didn't have shit either and I made a way. And regardless of how anybody doesn't like the way I made it work, I did it without anybody's help. That's the definition of a mother. I made shit work out of absolutely nothing. And she couldn't even do that. She couldn't do the basic shit. She couldn't wash their face. She couldn't brush their teeth. She couldn't feed them actual proper meals. She couldn't do a fuck thing that I could do. And I feel like literally out of spite, she would try me like that. And I really hate that for her. I really do. And I don't have no hatred in my heart for that girl. But I want it to be really understood that you done played with them once. And I'm trying to let it go. I am trying so hard. And that's why I have been very hesitant on this divorce. Because I know how petty and shysty she could be. And I really don't want that to happen because I don't want to miss 20-something years out of my kids' lives. I don't. But coming down to it, it's going to have to go. It's going to have to go my way or the highway. So that gives you the explanation on why my response was the way it was. Not just work, but just simply, like, I don't want to be tested. I really want this to go peaceful, which is why I said, let's just work together this one last time. That's all I want. That's all. I want this to be the smoothest divorce. Now, because she hasn't responded back to me at this point, I have a couple options. I'm going to try to reach out to some of her family members on Facebook and see if they can let her know, like, hey, just check your Instagram. Because I don't mind filing. I don't mind starting it. However, I do need to know the city that she in now. I know she has a lot of step family in Jersey. How would I find out if she's actually in Jersey? I don't know. It's really like playing Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. I don't want to put too much effort into finding her. So that's really where I'm at with it. Also, somebody else told me, like again, I said, put her on child support to weed her out, find out what state she's in, because they'll give me that information. Because I'm asking for a divorce. And I feel like this should be the smoothest process because I'm not asking for anything. A lot of women would. You haven't been in their lives for 2 years now. Like, I don't want anything from you. Nothing. But again, like I said, and this is not to toot my own horn. I'm not trying to say like, oh, I'm this big celebrity, but I'm getting somewhere. I'll put it that way. And the littlest shit that you can have is some evil people in this world that will take from you. Apparently, according to a lot of people on Facebook, when she apparently had this baby that she was pregnant with, and then other people were obviously, like I said, were saying she was never pregnant. Let me tell you this. I still would never kick her down being that low. I just want to move on with as much grace, peaceful, and with everybody still being alive at the end of this. Because y'all, and I want to stretch this as hard as I can. She won't if she tried me with them kids. When I say that they are mine and they belong to me, I mean that. I mean that. And I'm not saying this out of anger. It's more so out of hurt and fear. Because you're not having no supervised visitations with my kids so you can play in their face and pretend like you love them. I done had to wipe up tears from my 5-year-old daughter because she misses somebody and she has vivid memories of somebody that's no longer in her life, somebody that she remembers being in her life since she was little. I've been told that I've been hated because I told her I can't let you call her. I don't have a number for her to do so. She doesn't understand that. I've had to pick up so many pieces of my child and fix my baby's broken heart. Not only did I have to do that, but I had to rearrange the neglect that you were doing, because when I brought them home, they act like they didn't want to eat anything but raviolis and noodles. I cook. Some nights I don't. That's okay. For the most part of the week, I cook. So because it's not just physical, emotional, and mental, I am here to break those curses, okay? I already tried to give my child a 2-parent household. That did not work. But one thing I'm not going to fail at is protecting her from the cycle of physical, emotional, and mental abuse. That's one thing I'm not going to fail at, okay? I let her know, I let my kids know how beautiful they are every day, how much I love them, how much I appreciate them. Because I do. Because they are the only things that keep me level-headed. Because if it wasn't for them, I should have probably been locked in the same asylum a long time ago. And I can't let nobody break them like that again. And it's not even just them, it's more my baby Mila. Like, I cannot allow certain things to happen. Okay? I can't. Because she doesn't deserve that. Okay? My kids don't deserve that. Specifically Mila, because she actually remembered. Journey has absolutely no memory of her. But Mila does. And every couple of weeks, I have to have this conversation with her. Why isn't she here anymore? These type of things. When my baby hurts, I hurt. And when they hurt, I'm mad. Now you can say that I'm mad because I'm trying to protect the most precious thing in the world to me. Which is why, y'all, I'm so afraid to go through this divorce, because I just don't want her to fuck with me like that. Like, I don't even think I'm mentally prepared to allow her to fuck with me, which is why I'm so much okay to say I'm going to happily unalive this girl if she does. And that's so sad to say. It's really so sad when a person can really say they can take another person's life and be okay with it. But that can just honestly show you the level, the breaking point that I could be at with her trying me. She already took them from me when I came out of jail. Told me she could raise them by myself. Is you kidding me? You don't get up in the middle of the night and change diapers. I do. You don't wash clothes, sweetheart. I do. You don't prepare meals, baby girl. I do. I've done it and I've been there. You've been in pictures. But I've handled all that shit. And when I tell y'all, I'm just like, I just want this to be over with so that I can be at peace with that. Because every day I think to myself, like, all right, slow down on social media. You don't want to blow up too fast. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do that. You don't want to keep building up your views. And in reality, I really do, because I really, being a social media influencer is really good for me. Even though people hate me for what I've done and what I've done in my past, that's okay, because I inspire some people. Some people appreciate my honesty about my life. Some people appreciate that I'm helping other people, and that's okay for me. Okay? That's okay for me. I'm sharing my life through my perspective, not nobody else's. But what also bothers me is like, damn, you don't want to blow up and this bitch try to take you for everything you got. You too rich to kill her now, but is you for real? Like that type of shit I be thinking about, and I try not to. I try. But when you know how shiesty and how greedy a person is because they know they don't have shit and probably will never amount to much of shit, you have to worry about that type of shit. I didn't get a prenup. Shit, I didn't have shit when we got married. We spent our last fucking $100 getting our marriage certificate in Philly. And guess what? Whatever state she in to file is about $350 in itself, which I'll pay. I hope when she gets that message on Instagram, one way or another, she understands, like, I just let it go. Just let me go. Don't bother me and don't try to come for what I have. Because everything I have and everything I got, it goes to my children. Why? Because everything I do is for them. She can't say the same, so she wouldn't know how that feels. And I feel like a lot of moms would more so understand where I'm coming from. Because these motherfuckers really will try to take everything that you have built up for your kids just because they're so fucking selfish and lazy that they don't want to do it for themselves, so they make sure that they have a way to get to you from yours, and that's not going to be my case. So I'm scared to go through this divorce because I don't know where my freedom is going to lie at the end of it. Part of me wishes that I didn't respond the way I did. But I was already so angry with work. I mean, I was just like stressed. I'm checking packages. I'm trying to budget out this money. Like, okay, what we gonna do at the fair? I know I need to get this. I need to get that. Texting her uncle. I'm trying to do the best I can. And I make it happen every single time. So sometimes I don't even know why I stress myself out about it, but I still do. But just when I read it, I was like, damn, she's ready to go through this divorce, and I hope she's ready to just have a clean cut. Even now, I could just be like, I could just really be overworking myself for nothing. But these are things I thought about because when I came home from jail and she was going, the first thing I thought is when I go get my kids back, which I made sure I did, she's not going to be in their lives. I pictured a whole bunch of shit happening before it happened because I knew it was going to happen. And I feel like I'm really right about this. And I pray so much over this one particular subject. Like, please don't let her try to come after my kids. When I first brought them home, I was thinking like, that hoe broke. She ain't got no money. She can't even drive. She ain't going to come down here and try to take your kids from the daycare. Like, but that type of stuff was in my mind. I was just paranoid, like, bro, if she goes somewhere with my kids and disappear, that's not really kidnapping. That's not kidnapping. Off the fact that she is still legally their parent because her name is on that birth certificate, that wouldn't even be kidnapping. But mentally, like, where would that place me? Ready to kill the whole city looking for my children. Exactly. It's not a good feeling to have. And I'm very, very, very scared, y'all. I can't even lie. Like, I'm not scared for how much money it'll cost me to get this divorce. I'm scared for the ending result. What are you gonna ask me for? What type of shit do you got something planned? You don't have anything I want. I don't care if she would have blew up off of singing. I still wouldn't want it, baby. I don't want nothing from you. Nothing. Not a fuck thing. Not nothing. I could be in a box and tell her I'm cool. I don't want it. All money ain't good money. And it's even worse depending on who it comes from. But I can't say the same for her. A handout is what she definitely loves. And to get rich quick scheme is something she loves even more. And I'm not going to allow her to try to use my kids for that. So that's where we're at with it. I'm not a lawyer, and I have contacted a couple of lawyers, but they have told me the same thing. Like, if you can figure out what state she's in, it would be better to contact a lawyer within her state because they would know their state's laws better than we do. If you have any legal advice, anything you think I could do, I have looked into divorcing her because I can't find her. Like, I don't have a number for her. I'm thinking like, okay, I'll write her an email. I'm not even sure if she used the same email, just because off the fact it had something to do with the date we started dating, her first name, and then our whole date that we started dating. So I'm not sure, but that would be the only email I have for her to use. Like I said, I'm gonna contact family off of Facebook to see if anybody can just let her know, like, hey, you know, I think she put me back in the restricted. Can you let her know to open up this message? So that we can just move ahead with this, so that I can lose my anxiety from this. I don't really know what to do. I've never been through this, but I know if I can just get through this, I will be fine. Okay, like, you guys are going to see me flourish so much better, because that hurts my heart to have to weigh on there. The main thing I pray about every day, guys, is to see Journey graduate high school. Specifically Journey, because she's the baby. And because I know that once they graduate high school, if God can keep me alive, and if he wants me on this earth alive long enough to watch my youngest graduate high school, that means I don't watch my oldest graduate high school. That means I know that if in the event that I pass away, they will be old enough to where they don't have to be with anybody, and they can look out for each other. Because nothing bothers me more than to know that my kids have to live with somebody, because ain't nobody gonna love them kids the way I do. Ain't nobody gonna step for them the way I do at all. And even though I know my mom loves them, it's not the same as the love I have for them. And that's really just where mentally I'm at with all of this. I hope I didn't get too emotional, guys, but like I said, when my baby hurts, I hurt. So sometimes Miley gets in her moods where I notice she's acting out at school, cussing home, and she's hurting. And when we get down to it, it's always about my wife. She misses her. She still got pictures of her, and I allow her to keep them because I feel like that might be her piece. I can't lie to her. I just tell her she just doesn't want to see you right now. She doesn't want to talk to you. And that's the best I can say. But when she hurts and when she cries over something that I can't control because of something someone else did, that hurts me. It's not just like, oh, she scraped her leg and it's a bad boo-boo. No, this is somebody who broke her heart. This is her first heartbreak. What makes it even worse is that she's 5. And that I don't think it'll ever get easier, you know, even if she gets older. But, you know, it's just like, damn, she's 5. And I'm just left to pick up the pieces the best I can. And I try, you know, I try to take her out places and spoil her, just to try to get her mind off of something that I can understand is hurting her. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes we just gotta sit in the bed with some tea and cry. And I have to let her know that it's okay. Because mommy understands, even when she tells me she hates me. Because I can't call my wife. I just let her know mommy is still here. And mommy will always be here. But stuff like that is still hard to explain to a 5-year-old. There's no better way to put that. I'm 5. What do you mean somebody doesn't want to see me? What do you mean? It's just like telling her she can't have a toy when we go into Walmart. Please. She's coming out with a toy and a banana. That's all I got for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, if you got any advice for me, please leave it in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for 400 subscribers. Stay tuned for the next couple of weeks because we're going to get up on this gift card box giveaway, okay? And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications, and don't forget to follow me on all of my social medias listed in the description box below. Until next time, guys.